Most people think becoming rich means earning more. But what if that belief is the very thing keeping you trapped? Here's the thing. The real game of money isn't taught in schools. It's passed down in quiet lessons, not lectures. Like the one I'm about to tell you, the story of Arjun, a boy torn between two fathers, each shaping his future in very different ways. One taught him how to survive. The other taught him how to be free. And if you stay till the end, I'll share a quiet truth. It's something Arjun discovered too late, but you still have time to hear it. In a quiet village, framed by dusty roads and hopeful dreams, young Arjun grew up between two worlds. His real father was a scholar, respected, kind, always telling Arjun, "Study hard. Get a secure job. Play it safe." But his second father, his best friend's dad, was different. A shopkeeper with oil-stained hands and a gleam in his eyes. "Don't work for money, Arjun," he would say, sipping tea under a neem tree. "Make money work for you." To Arjun, both were wise, but they spoke like they lived on different planets. Let me pause the story and take a moment to ask you this. Have you ever felt torn between advice that feels safe and advice that feels right? Share your experience in the comment if you ever felt like this. Going back to our story. As Arjun grew older, he watched. Scholar father, though well-paid, struggled each month for rent, school fees, repairs. Money came and vanished like monsoon rain. Merchant father, meanwhile, never seemed hurried. He owned 2 shops now. 1 rented house. His income flowed quietly, like an underground river. An asset, he explained, is something that fills your pot. A liability. That's the crack that leaks it. Scholar father had bought a large house with pride. But it drained him. Merchant father had bought a small one and rented it out, and now it paid him. Let's pause the story and take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, are you filling a pot or pouring into a crack? Continuing our story. After college, Arjun was offered a job at a big firm in the city. Scholar father beamed. Merchant father said nothing, only handed Arjun a blank notebook. On the first page was written, "Don't just work for money. Work to learn." So instead of just climbing ladders, Arjun did something unusual. He worked part-time at a bookstore to learn sales. Took a job at a struggling cafe to learn operations. Helped a relative with taxes, just to understand finance. People mocked him. "You left your degree for this?" But merchant father only smiled. Better to build tools now, than beg for rope later. Let me pause and do a reflection. When was the last time you learned something for your future self? Resuming our story. Years passed. Arjun had a stable job, married life, city apartment. But one year, the company downsized. Overnight, gone. He went to scholar father, now retired, who said, "We all get hit. Just find another job." He went to merchant father, who said, "Now is the test. What income keeps flowing when you stop moving?" Arjun opened his old notebook. Within weeks, he started a small side business. Rented out a room. Invested in a local vendor. He rebuilt, piece by piece, not just money, but control. For the first time, he was free from fear. Let me step out of the story for a moment to ask you this gentle question. If tomorrow everything paused, what would keep flowing for you? Going back to our story. Many years later, Arjun sat with his own son and whispered the secret he once ignored. Wealth isn't about how much you earn. It's about what earns without you. He smiled, handed over the notebook, and said, "Build assets. Learn the game. And never forget, the richest people are not the ones with the biggest salaries. They're the ones with the smallest fears." Arjun said he still hears both voices sometimes. One tells me to be safe. The other tells me to be free. And here's the secret I promised. The voice you feed becomes your future. It's not about choosing the rich dad or poor dad once. It's about choosing them daily. in small moments when no one's watching. So, pause. Reflect. Ask yourself tonight, whose story am I living? And if the answer isn't yours, it's time to rewrite it. We work hard to create short story-style book summaries like this. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to our channel, Shortify Learning.